the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will get the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Markway. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Key. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Just feeds the running back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they have had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Offense gets set for second down. Moore to the air. He's got him. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't give...
Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago, throwing another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Keeps looking downfield. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. Great job in the base defense making a play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football on an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Hit as he throws. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
As a quarterback, it's never fun getting hit, but it always feels a little bit better when you're able to complete a strike down the field. Nice shot.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's I. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Time to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. They'll try to run it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd and goal, and I like the play call. You're trying to run it in. You expect to be physical, but this offensive line just not getting the job done. They need more push.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Give to the back. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. There he goes. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. Moore will throw. Got his man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Power football with the run. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Are forced to settle for the field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one.
Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout.
Never know what can happen when two good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's slow. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They'll try to run for it. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And the Ducks are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Play number 9 on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's low. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll try it over the left side. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Hughes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got room to work. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Huskers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air. It's Raiola. Snags it over the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Key. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's complete to the left. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got it in the middle. It's Benson.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes.
Going for it all. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Moore to the air. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Oregon! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really cool that you can go to.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Huskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the returner will be knocked down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Under fire. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They'll open the second half with a run. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. This time they'll go to the running game. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Quickly out to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Key. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. And they'll just down it right there. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
And the Ducks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Moore to the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Going up top again. Catch in the middle, it's low. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ducks are rolling down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Turning it on. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down.
Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They boot it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better...
Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Snagged in the middle. It's low. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
On the run, it's Ives. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Grab near the sticks, it's Markway. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They're going back to the ground. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Barney. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive... quarter comeback. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. First down and more. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Rush is on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade, and that'll move it closer after that pass interference penalty. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Fires to the right. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up.
Looking for the end zone. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, after that completion, it's decision time now. 4th down here close to the goal line. You're down a couple scores in the 4th quarter. You can just kick an easy field goal, take the points, but then you've got to rely on your defense to get you the football back to give.
Beck's going for the goal line. Just excellent coverage, nowhere to go, and they don't come close to getting it in. The defense, a brick wall. A long way to go for this offense. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a dub.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for space. It's Parker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He wants to throw it. They'll run the screen. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Catch in the middle. It's Parker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They want to run this quarterback. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll take it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver getting open and making the catch, but now you got to secure the football. You know there's going to be guys coming trying to rip it free. They did it. They scooped it. They scored. That's a play he's going to learn from.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 teams inside the Big 12 squaring off today, and it's now a final. Here's a quick recap. Iowa State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from Ames is worth its weight in gold to the Cyclones. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. Down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games. And then
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Cornhuskers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. The option look. Quick toss.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
On 3rd down, going up top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now